Once more unto the breach. Prince Harry arrived for a second day doing battle with the tabloid press and in particular the Mirror newspapers group. This a very personal crusade, which he now describes as his life's work. Once again, the lawyer for Mirror Group newspapers tried to demolish the allegation at the heart of this case that journalists had been involved in unlawful activity. Andrew Green KC took article after article claiming that information in them had already been available in the public domain. But Prince Harry showed no sign of flagging. He repeatedly insisted that the only possible source of these stories was through phone hacking. One of the articles referred to him having a knee injury while at Sandhurst and fellow cadets complaining he was given preferential treatment. The story in The People reported he was being let off from doing daily marches. In his witness statement, Prince Harry says,
"I was not going around freely discussing any medical issues or injuries that I had."
But Andrew Green said details had been released in a statement from Clarence House. It was public knowledge. He asked about another article in The Independent the same day.
Do you think the article was in the public interest?
No, I don't.
What would be a public interest story with a legitimate right to publish?
A life-threatening injury.
Prince Harry claims numerous articles about his relationship with former girlfriend Chelsea Davy came from phone hacking or blagging, getting confidential information by deception. One in the Sunday Mirror in 2007 reported the couple had split up and he'd gone to a nightclub to drown his sorrows. The details, he alleges, came from phone hacking by private investigators for the Sunday Mirror. Asked for his reaction to the article, he said,
"Hurtful to say the least that such a private moment was turned into a bit of a laugh, and the fact that these payments were referred to as Project Harry is incredibly disturbing."
Piers Morgan is singled out by Prince Harry. In his witness statement, he accuses the former editor of the Daily Mirror of subjecting him and his wife to a barrage of horrific personal attacks to make him back down.
Well, I can't comment while it's all going on, as you guys know, but he's perfectly entitled to his opinions, and I will be perfectly entitled to have mine.
Watching the court proceedings today was a former Sunday Mirror journalist, Graham Johnson. In 2014, he pleaded guilty to phone hacking the actor Denise Welsh.
So it's almost impossible for an individual to take a newspaper to court because of the huge amount of money involved, right? It costs millions of pounds, right? So what Prince Harry is doing, he's a representative of all of these claimants who could never afford to get to court, and that's what he's doing.
Prince Harry spent a day and a half in the witness box, the toll showing by the end when he briefly became emotional. But earlier, under cross-examination, he made it clear why he was determined to sue the Mirror Group's newspapers.
If the court finds that you were not hacked by MGN, would you be relieved or disappointed?
I believe that phone hacking was done on an industrial scale across at least 3 of the papers. Yes, I would feel some injustice if it wasn't accepted.
After the Duke of Sussex finished giving evidence, the Mirror's former royal correspondent Jane Kerr was sworn in. Records suggest she commissioned private investigators at least 900 times to find out people's personal information. Prince Harry's lawyer, David Sherborne, asked her, "You didn't want to come to court, did you?" She answered, "No."
There are 3 ways that a witness can turn up to a courtroom. 1, voluntarily. 2, by subpoena, which is the other side getting a court order to turn you up. But what's happened here is neither of those first 2, that the judge himself has ordered her to turn up. So the reason why she's giving evidence is because the judge, of his own volition, has ordered her to come.
How unusual is that?
Well, I can't honestly remember that ever happening before. It's quite extraordinary.
Prince Harry finally left court after listening to Jane Kerr's evidence, looking back not in anger, but relief.